opening up the UFC 299 main card, we have our first on the main card changing of the guard matchup. Former champion Petr Yan taking on young surging up-and-comer Song Yadong in what should be a striker's delight. Both of these guys are very good strikers, and both of them can grapple, and this should be very fun to watch. Petr Yan, 16-5 overall. His last 5, 1-4, unfortunately, but he is coming off that grapple-heavy loss to Merab Dvalishvili. He's taking on Song Yadong, 21-7 overall, 4-1 in his last 5. He is riding back-to-back wins. Petr Yan, as I mentioned, former champion of the world. He's a nightmare for a ton of people because his striking is so good. His striking is so dangerous. And then his wrestling is underrated, both offensively and defensively. He plots forward. He's got a Muay Thai style guard, and he will blast away with power and accuracy. He does average about 2 takedowns per fight, a solid 85% takedown defense. He is coming off of his 3rd loss in a row. Most recently to Merab Dvalishvili, where he was taken down 11 times. That sounds like a shocking statistic. But then if you zoom out a little bit, he defended 38 takedowns. 38 takedowns. Yeah, no, I almost died right there. He defended 38 takedowns, which is just an insane number. And if you look at those losses, he lost to the champ. He lost to the current champ, the previous champ, and maybe the next champ in Merab Dvalishvili. These are all very quality losses. He's taking on Song Yadong. This guy's a young technical striker who moves really well. He's fast, he hits hard, he's athletic. He can be hittable, though, at almost 4 significant strikes absorbed per minute. He throws everything with power, but that does leave him open to be taken down. He's got okay submission defense, but he's very good at creating space and getting back to his feet. He does like to push and be the dictator of the pace. But he did show that even in a fight against a very nasty grappler like Ricky Simone, he will let his hands fly, and he doesn't worry about the takedowns coming back his way because he trusts his takedown defense. He's coming off that 5-round decision win over Chris Gutierrez, where he won the striking exchanges and the grappling exchanges. Thank you, James Allison, for becoming a premium member.
Oh, James!
I just saw, we've actually had, you've all been, we've had about 15 to 20 signups since we've gone live, but that one I just happened to see.
I appreciate every single one of you. God damn it. You know, every
well over 3,000 of them.
We're getting closer to, how do I do this? There to Brazil.
All right. Back on track. This is an incredible fight. I'm looking forward to this fight. And you're either going to be reminded why Petr Yan was one of the best in the world, or we're going to have a changing of the guard situation. And on this surface, when I first saw this matchup, my gut was like, yeah, Song Yadong wins, right? He's younger, he's faster, he's going to hit harder at this point in their careers. But then you do a little digging. You do some tape study. And tape study, Jacob, is just so fun.
I'll show you
some fun tape study. Tape study is fun. Anyway,
across here.
While doing this incredibly fun tape study, I saw how much that, what a passionate, look at that.
Keith Peterson's everyone keeps asking me, you want to know the lock of the week, guys? It's fucking Keith Peterson. And then also, this was, one of one here.
Yeah. How fun is this tape study? Look at that. Anyway, we have, let me break this down.
You never have, huh? Is that an honest answer?
I don't know what you were about to ask, but I'm just going to say no.
What am I about to ask? Have you ever fucking 69 like this with someone, Angelo?
No. You do the tape study, you do your research, and you see how much Song gets hit. He does not like when he's backing up. He's a forward pressure guy. Outside of the Ricky fight, he doesn't have any wins over any ranked opponents. Yeah, he beat Cheeto, but that was 4 years ago. People think that was a robbery, and that was before Cheeto is Cheeto. And even with all of those things working against Song, not beating anybody ranked, not being able to back up while striking, I still think Song can win this fight. Low confidence. I'm not going to bet on him here, but I think there is a theme on this card. I think it's a changing of the guard type situation. I think these young fighters are going to show up. Song is not unproven. He just won a main event. He has been in some really tough fights. He looks better and better every single fight. And the only time he looked not great was when Corey Sandhagen finished him in the 5th. But even in that fight, that was a war, and Corey Sandhagen is so long, so awkward, and so tough to deal with. I don't think that's what we're going to have here in a 3-round fight. So Song is the pick, but pretty low confidence because I am very aware of who Petr Yan is. What do you think, Jakey boy?
I got plus 130 on Song Yadong, and that was one of the first bets I placed, and I placed that motherfucker about 2.5 months ago. It was in futures for our premium members, so we want picks.com, $10 a month, and I love that value, man. I love Song Yadong. I just love him as a fighter. And I got nothing against Petr Yan. I don't hate Petr Yan. I did pick Aljo twice versus him, and I was absolutely right in both of those fights. So maybe I do have a little bit of bias against Petr Yan. But I love Song Yadong mostly because, as you mentioned, this dude is he gets better every single fight. He's still a young dude. And I mentioned my quick pick video, and I talk about it all the time. He's at Team Alpha Male with Uriah Faber. I actually, in my quick pick video, I said Uriah Hall, but it is Uriah Faber. And this dude, you can tell he's a coachable kid. He reacts well, and Uriah always has incredible game plans for this kid. I have no doubt that they're going to have a great game plan for Petr Yan. The thing that does worry me a little bit is Song Yadong has talked this week in interviews that he thinks he's a better boxer than Petr Yan. You're not. You're just not. I love you, Song Yadong. You're just not. And if you just stand in a phone booth with this guy, you're probably going to lose this fight. I want Song Yadong to use all of his athleticism because Petr Yan will stand with that high guard and he will wait. And if you just use your athleticism, your footwork, and you're in and out, and you can split that guard with your power, I believe that Song Yadong is going to win the first round of this fight, do enough damage that's going to translate into the later rounds because this probably is going to be a decision fight. But you mentioned, I like the pressure. I like the power in a decision fight. What scores the best? It's going to be damage. And I think Song Yadong is going to land the more damaging strikes. And it's going to be octagon control and pressure. And I think Song Yadong is going to wrap up both of those as well. So in a decision fight, I'll take the athletic guy with more power who's going to be marching forward compared to the guy who sometimes will just stand like this against the fence or whatever. So I think it's an easy pick for me. I don't want Song Yadong standing in a phone booth because that's where Petr Yan wants to be, counter-striking this and that. I think his takedown defense is going to be good enough. I would not be surprised at all if you saw Song Yadong shooting takedowns of his own and trying to get Petr Yan down on the ground, even just to win rounds. I'd like Song Yadong to move forward, have the more impactful shots. He's going to win the first round, and there's not enough rounds for Petr Yan to catch up at that point, and I don't think the counter-striking is going to be enough for him. So I got my plus 130 ticket in, and I feel pretty good about it.
Yeah, listen, this should be a great fight. This is where this card really starts to shine. Like, this is a very good fight, and I do love and I mentioned that Petr Yan's an aging vet. He's listed at only 31 years old. That can't be, right? He can't be 31. He can't be.
He kind of looks like he's 13.
He's a very small young man. But
doesn't it seem like his voice is like this?
Yeah. And he actually looks like a bagel boss, but just like a little better looking, just short. I
think he's a pretty cool dude. He's pretty laid back.
He probably is.
So I wouldn't, but I apologize for how he's talking to me.
Okay. Anyway, he definitely is not 31 in fight years. Those Moreno wars were wars. Like, those were wars. Those were long, drawn out fights.
Even that Sean fight was a war.
That was a straight up war.
Scared me.
Why? What did my dog do?
Oh my God, it's gone.
Was it Scout? Because the other one's sleeping right here.
It just moved right over there.
Oh.
I saw a tail, and I was like, oh, shit. Here we go again.
You okay, bud? I have to keep them separate. Otherwise, they go crazy. The second I'm on stream, it's like...
Angelo does dog fighting.
Okay. I love my dog. I don't want to hear any of that nonsense. People don't understand sarcasm. Anyway, we're both on the Song Yadong side. $7,900 in DraftKings. Nice little price point there. We got a 7 out of it, which is surprising considering this line is basically even. So I'll take that. I will probably have him in my lineup because I do think he can squeeze in a takedown or two. I do think there'll be some volume there. I mean, I'll look at the stats a little closer. You're making faces, dude. Under $8,000.
No, I think he's just going to be touch and touch.
I think he's going to wrestle. I think Team Alpha Male is going to be like, let's wrestle him. They know that Yan is a very good striker. They're not going to try to out-technique him. They're going to wrestle like crazy.
You don't stay in a phone booth. You do what Sean did, right? You just, boom, touch from the outside, boom, touch from the outside. You're not standing in the pocket.
But Sean's far more technical than Song Yadong is.
Watch your fucking mouth.
Okay. WeWantPicks.com, click Become a Member at the top. It's only $10 for an entire month worth of membership access to every single thing we do. That'll get you 4 events. WeWantPicks.com, just click Become a Member at the top. $2 Super Chatterootsky from MMA King. Jacob, why are you going to Brazil? The women, dude. I'll let him answer, but...
Oh, yeah. Why? I thought it said when. I was about to answer. Why? What the fuck? Have you ever been on... Just go on Instagram and just look at fucking... Just search Brazil and then just scroll down and fucking enjoy. I mean, Jesus Christ. What kind of question is that? Holy shit. You dumb, goofy bitch.
Before you go, let me give you $50. Anybody who goes to WeWantPicks.com/bets and signs up with any one of our affiliate partners gets $50 as a thank you. Use the link, sign up, make a deposit. We send you $50 as a thank you.